I'm Paul, the old man sitting on his front porch, at least when it's warm in the Midwest. When I began this podcast channel, I decided to be apolitical, at least try to see the many sides of issues facing us today and tomorrow with an open mind. But that ceases right now with respect to the administration's backing of the person I now consider the village idiot. Pete Hegseth has now attacked an institution that's existed in this country for 115 years, Scouting America, formerly the Boy Scouts of America. As I understand it, he believes that Scouting America attacks boy-friendly spaces and is genderless and is a threat to national security and promotes diversity, equity, and inclusion. Wait a minute, isn't that what scouting's all about? The Scout Oath says, "On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight." Furthermore, the Scout law says that a Scout is trustworthy. He's loyal, he's helpful, or she, and by the way, I am including the girls in the Scouting, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. These, by definition, for over a century, promote equity, diversity, and inclusion. I'd like to see him walk up to a quadriplegic child and his parents and tell them that he or she should not be a Scout because that boy or girl is not equal to anyone else. This is the same jerk that thinks that women have no place in combat, when most of the women, if not all, could rip them apart in a fight. I'm sure when he was deployed, there were women within his command, and his stance currently is a slap in the face of each and every one of them. But I digress, as an old man is wont to do. This is about his stand on Scouting America. It's over 100-year affiliation with and support by the military. As I said in my first podcast, I'm an Army brat. I was a member of a Scout troop on whatever installation my father was assigned. I've been involved in Scouting for 74 years. I became a Cub Scout at the age of 8 in a Cub Scout pack on an Army post at Army Chemical Center, Edgewood, Maryland, and later as a Boy Scout and an Explorer Scout at Aberdeen Proving Ground in Aberdeen, Maryland, and again at Fort McClellan in Alabama. Currently, there are Scout organizations on military bases not only in the United States but around the world. At various times, I held the position of Assistant Cub Master, Assistant Scout Master, and Scout Master. I'm a member of the Lakota Lodge of the Order of the Arrow, which upholds the traditions of our Native Americans. While in the Army and school at Fort Devens, Massachusetts, I was Assistant Scout Master to the on-post troop. While I was in the Army stationed in Bangkok, Thailand, I was Assistant Scout Master of a Scout troop, and I remained so until I was sent to Vietnam. My children are involved in Scouting, and I have 2 grandsons who are Eagle Scouts and a granddaughter who will gain the Eagle rank in the very near future. Lord Baden-Powell was a British lieutenant general who established Scouting in America in 1910. For 115 years, Scouts have adhered to the Scout Oath and the Scout laws. Hegseth would have you believe that it is wrong and a security risk to be a Boy Scout who believes in the Scout Oath and the Scout laws. An Eagle Scout's charge is to live by and further the Scout Oath and laws and demonstrate leadership and citizenship. This is borne out by former Presidents Gerald Ford and Bill Clinton, who were Eagle Scouts, as was Supreme Court Justice Breyer. I believe there are over 30 Eagle Scouts in Congress today and over 100 who are former Scouts. Presidents are automatically honorary chairs of Scouting America, whether they were Scouts or not. Trump was not a Scout, but then again, he didn't want to go into the military. Hegseth was not a Scout either. Over the past 115 years, 130 million Americans have been Scouts, and over 1 million are currently Scouts. These Scouts have come from all walks of life, rich, poor, all races, all creeds, all nationalities, and not discriminated against because of gender. Scouting embraces all children and young adults, no matter what handicap they may have, physical or mental, and no matter what gender they are, or what faith or nationality they are. An example is a large number of youth with Down syndrome who have achieved the rank of Eagle. With respect to the military, the fact that dependent children on military bases are afforded scouting and military assistance is important to the well-being of our country and our military. These kids are the future leaders. An Eagle Scout usually has a leg up when he's seeking schooling, employment, and enlistment in the armed services. An Eagle Scout can enter an advanced rank in the military, which can mean a slight boost in pay. Hegseth would cut off all assistance to this huge segment of our society, such as providing assistance for the Scout Jamboree, which ironically Trump attended and gave a rousing speech during his first term. I charge the Eagle Scouts in Congress and all other former Scouts in Congress, or who have relatives or children in scouting, to live up to the Scout Oath and law and see to it that scouting, its long-standing relationship with the military, continue as it has for over a century.